Everybody, welcome to a little segment that I like to call Cooking with Key. And this is going to be a little segment where I'm going to show you how to make some of my family favorites. It is Easter weekend and I'm already starting my prep for a few things that I'm going to be making today. So the menu for tonight is ribs, mac and cheese, kale greens, potato salad, and we're going to do a ordinary pie, and I believe it's an apple pie and some rolls. So I'm going to show you all of this whole. Okay, so right here I already have my water boiling and it has a really good boil right now. You can see the steam coming up and everything. And then I also have on this side, I already started my potatoes. So this is the potatoes for the potato salad. So I'm already beginning to cut it up. So you'll see right here how it's already cut up pretty good. And so I'm going to show you exactly how I like to cut my potatoes. So I like to cut it down the middle in half, right? So then I take it and I lay them flat. And then I just cut them into slices. And I'm doing probably about like a quarter size depending on how big they are. And then I'm just turning it to the side and chopping it into small squares. So that's just the beginning stage of the potato salad for me. So I'm just gonna sit all of my potatoes up top. I'm trying to at least, because you don't want to put them in like a few now and then a few later, because then what happens is you're gonna end up with some that's cooked. And the others are gonna be too hard. So what I wanna do is I wanna put them all in at the same time. So I have Deani. Deani, can come over here and say hi to the camera. Hi. So I have Deani. She's gonna be in the kitchen with Key. So this is gonna be our segment of cooking. Because a lot of times me and Deani cooks together. She likes to stay in the kitchen and help me out. So I have her in the kitchen. So Deani, while I'm cutting these potatoes up, can you get some salt and put it in the water? So she's gonna put some salt in the water. I'm going to probably have to back the camera up. Deani, you're gonna have to slide to the side a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna back the camera up so that you guys can get a good view. Let me see. No, you're gonna need more than that. You're gonna need at least like a teaspoon amount more. Yeah, but it's going inside the water. So she's gonna do a teaspoon amount of salt. And if you guys don't know, most old school cookers, they don't cook the way my grandmother and my mom showed me how to cook. You don't do, yeah, just sit it over to the side. You don't do, we don't do a lot of measurements. A lot of times it's by eyeball. You know, it's that southern style cooking, you know? So, Deani, what you can do is you can start grabbing up some of these potatoes. They were already rinsed off and prepped. So I do want to let y'all know in this one. And so, yes, Deani's going to put the potatoes inside the water. Don't drop them like that. Take your time. See, but when you do it like that, that's when they drop. You just gotta sit it like that. Okay, you in the camera, Deani. You in the way. Try not to get in the camera. You alright? It popped you. I'm sorry. Okay, I might have to do it. Hold on, watch out. Let me drop all of these in there. Wait a minute. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and drop all of these potatoes in there. We don't want her to get burned, right? Because then it's not going to be a good video. All right, go ahead. So I'm just going to cut up this last one right here. Deani, can you get, here. I need 1 cup of water. So Deani's going to give me some water prepared. You guys, if you can see this pot right here, that one right there is my cooking meat, and y'all, so I'm Southern, so we using pork. So that is pork shoulder, no, pork in here. It's okay.
Oh.
Okay. So, Deanna, it don't have to be perfect. I just need some water for this. Yeah. Just pour it in there.
I just wanted to get on the chicken so I can be dry.
The cooking meat. Okay, so now that I have the potatoes inside of the pan, you guys. So the potatoes is in the pan. So now only thing I'm gonna do is just let them boil, and you'll see when they come to the boil, you don't want to make them soggy. So you only cooking them enough where they'll become like a little soft. So like my mom showed me, you just take a knife and you stick it in there, and if it just goes through to cut it slightly, then you know you did a good job, all right? So we'll be back with the next stage. Yep. Okay, so now that we have right here, what you're looking at is the boiling water for the boiling water for the macaroni noodles. So you guys, I'm going to use elbow noodles today, and these are the noodles from Ragu, but I like to purchase this box from Aldi's. Is our local grocery supply, and this is actually, hold on Deani, this is, I believe it's a pound, but I don't use the whole thing. I believe it's a pound. Well, I don't know, y'all. I don't know how much this is, but I'm gonna go ahead. But before I do that,
on the back, in the front.
it's not saying it.
At the bottom part, you see where it says ME?
Oh, it's 2 pounds. Y'all, it's 2 pounds. Okay, so it's 2 pounds right here. No, that's ounces. It's 2 pounds, you guys. Okay, so Deani's gonna put a, how much? Go ahead, pour it in there. Pour it in there. Okay, so she just used a half of teaspoon. Is that teaspoon? Yep, she just used a half of teaspoon of cooking oil, you guys, okay? And that's so that your noodles won't stick. And then I'm going to use about the same amount of salt. So the salt goes in, and you have to wait until your noodles are boiling in order to start putting your, the water is boiling before you put your noodles in. So let's go ahead and we're gonna put in maybe a quarter of the box, because it's just 4 of us, you guys, so I gotta stop cooking like that. So I just put in a quarter of the box, and then we're gonna put that right there in the sink, or sit it to the side. I'm gonna take one of my mixers, and I'm just gonna mix this up because I want the noodles to get coated with the oil, okay? Boom, sit that to the side. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna let that come to a boil. Those are not to be boiled all the way until they're completely done. You just want to boil them just enough until they soften, but not really soft, because you're gonna cook it in the oven. So it's gonna complete its process, cooking process inside the oven. So now let's on to the greens. Okay, everybody, so now this is the part where we have 2 bags of kale, and you guys, at our local food place, it's called Food Depot right here. I'm trying to see if I can get this to focus. So it's Food Depot. Right here is the store, it's Food Depot. These were 88 cents a bundle, so I got 2 bundles right here. And so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start by opening up our bundles. Should try to autofocus, but it's like all over the place. Like, what is y'all doing? Okay, so I also have a bowl right here, so I'm gonna sit the bowl right there so you guys can see. And so we have a trash can over here beside us. We are not throwing stuff on the floor. Okay, so you want to open up your bundle, and then you want to look for, they have like a little string attached right here, so we're gonna take that off. And then we're gonna just throw the string away, which Deani is moving a little faster than me. I'm trying to get it together. Okay, so some people, everybody does theirs different. These have to be washed, no matter if it says it's cleaned, pre-cleaned, all of that other stuff. Most of the time they have to be washed, and it has dirt on it. So this is kale, and this is what kale looks like. It's more of a like thicker leaf kind of. So what did I tell you? How did you do it, Deani? What did you do? Explain to them.
So you gotta like pluck the kale off, but
of the stem, just like that. And you're just pulling it off. And then when you get to the top, sometimes it's just a little stem. That little piece of stem is okay, but this is the stem you want to discard. So we're just gonna go ahead, now we can speed up the process because we don't already showed y'all how to do it. So this is the quickest way. And the good thing about using the cooking meat is, oh actually, you know what? These are cooked turkey necks is what I'm using. So the good thing is you don't have to put a lot of seasoning in it because your turkey necks already are seasoned.
Is this okay?
Yeah, try to pull a little bit more off. So we're just going, and we're just going through. And I'm gonna have to rinse these, so this has to be cleaned off. And because I have a small pot, now this might look like a lot, but it boils down, and when it boils down, it kind of shrivels and shrinks. So it's not gonna be as much as it is right now. No, I'm not done yet. I'll tell you when I'm done, when I put the ribs on. You're fine. So I'm just pulling this off. We're just gonna keep on going. And this is like a really longer process. This part takes a little longer than most parts. Yeah, and that's the thing is this is 2 bundles, so it's gonna take a little bit to, but it could be worse. Remember the one time when we had gotten a lot? Yeah, that was when we had a family dinner and we made about 4 bundles, and that still wasn't enough, y'all. So, yeah. And I'm just pulling it on. Yeah.
That had to be like something.
Oh, when we had our Easter dinner.
Yeah.
And everybody was cooking.
Yeah.
Okay, so while Deani is doing that, I'm gonna wipe off this countertop.
I move slow sometimes.
You have to make sure that you clean up as you go, because you don't want no mess, okay? You don't, okay? I'm gonna stir up my potatoes.
Oh, if you can see it.
It's okay. Okay, so then I'm going to get a strainer. So this is the strainer right here. And I'm just going to take and grab a handful, and then I'm just gonna take it over to the sink to wash it. And I'm gonna have a whole nother bowl to sit them in after I wash it. So let's make our way over to the sink. All right, so now to the sink. So you're gonna take it and you're gonna go through. You got to spread these pieces out, because if you don't, you're gonna have dirt all in it. So you're just doing that, spreading them apart and cleaning them just like that. So you wanna make sure you go through. You don't wanna just rinse it and then walk over and throw them in the thing, because then you're gonna be eating dirt. Don't nobody wanna eat dirt. Nobody at your family function wanna eat dirt. You're trying to figure out why when people come over to your house and you cooking all the good stuff and it smell good and it look good, why they ain't eating it? Because they eating dirt. Nobody wanna eat dirt. Okay, so I'm just rinsing these off, and like I said, I'm taking my time. And it's a little process, and you want to use cold water to keep them stiff so they won't cook too fast. So that's one of the main things, and it actually helps keep them really stiff and revive them as you're doing in your process. So you guys, this is going to take a little longer than I thought because of how much we have. So what I'm gonna do is instead of speeding the video up, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm gonna stop it. And we're gonna keep on doing the cleaning part, and then I will come back to you guys with the next step and the next stage. Deani, can you
Press this one. Wait.
Nope, in the back.
Oh.
The one that
This
got
one?
the camera. Yep. Okay, so now back to the potatoes. So as you can see, the potatoes are cooking and they're boiling really good. So I'm just gonna pull one up to show you guys what my mama used to tell me to do. So you grab one and you make sure that it's easy to put your knife through. And you see how the knife just slid through? That's how you know that that's good. It's not like super soft, and it's not like super hard, right? So you want to just do that to a few of them to make sure that they're good, okay? All right, so they're good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn that off, but I'm gonna let it sit for at least about 2 minutes to let them cook just a tiny bit more. And I'm going to go ahead and start my prepping for the potato salad. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start scooping these potatoes out, and I'm just gonna put them inside this glass bowl right here. So I'm just scooping these out. I'm trying to get as much water off as I need to. And you don't have to rinse these. These don't need to be, they do not need to be rinsed. You need, so if you can see all of this white stuff that's floating around, that's starch. And you actually want that in your potato salad. So you don't remove that. So I'm just putting this all to the side into this bowl, just like so. And I'm mad at myself right now because I'm scraping the bottom of my good pot. But grace be to God, because we might have to get another one. So glory. Okay, so I'm just scooping that out just like that. And I'm gonna get out of here all of it because I need all of it. Okay, so I'm just gonna lean that to the side to pour them all to one side. Okay, hold on. I'm on this potato salad part of the video right now. Alright, so I'm just scooping all of that into the pan. Alright, so I have all of my potatoes. Okay, so I have my potato salad, well, my potatoes right here. They are already boiled. They are already got together the way they need to be got together. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna season them. I like to start off with some pepper, some garlic, some salt, and this is all eyeballing, y'all. And then I'm going to add, right here, some seasoned oil. And that's it for my seasonings. Now I have some relish, so now you're gonna add some sweet relish. And I only have enough, so I'm just enough to do this. So I'm actually gonna use everything that's left. Then what you wanna do is you wanna use some Miracle Whip, but majority mayonnaise. I'm gonna add a little bit of mustard. Not a lot of mustard, because the mustard is for more so a little bit for the color, but also for the taste, but more for the color. And then I have my mayo right here, so I'm going to add my mayo. And I'm going to use this one right here. This is the mayo that I'm going to use. And I'm gonna put just enough in there, just like that. And then I'm just going to mix it together. Now something that my grandma used to say, y'all don't throw potatoes. Don't throw no potatoes out the bowl. My grandmother used to say, if you don't mix it with your hand, it's not mixed right. But I don't like to mix it with my hand because I don't want to put on them gloves. And then I got to take off my bracelets and all that stuff. I don't want to do that, y'all. I really don't want to do that. So I'm trying to mix it up with this right here, but this doesn't seem like it's working too good. So let me set that to the side. I'm going to use my metal pan. Yes, y'all. Yes, there you go. Get in there, y'all. Get in there. Get in there, y'all. Yes, like that. one up just like that, y'all. And then that's all mixed up, so you don't need no more mayo because it's nice and mayoed together just like it needed to be. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to cut up just a little bit of onion. My husband really don't like onions that much, so I'm not going to put a lot in it. So I have my chopping board right here, and I'm going to back up. I got my chopping board, so I'm going to go ahead and cut up some onions. But like I said, I'm not using a lot because my husband don't really like them. He'll eat it and stuff, but he doesn't like it to be like an overwhelming amount of onion. Okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm cutting it in strips first, and then I go back and I turn it, and then I just chop it in half. So then I get little tiny pieces, just like that. And y'all, I'm not a chef. I just want y'all to know. So this is just my style of cooking. Okay? Based off of my grandma and my mother's way of how they do things, and showed me how to do it. Okay? So I have that all chopped up. Just like that. And then I'm just going to scoop that right into my potato salad. Just like that. And then I'm just going to mix that up. Just like that. And then guess what, y'all? This potato salad is done. I'm going to scoop it into another thing, and I'm going to add some paprika on top to make it look pretty. Y'all, if y'all don't know me yet, you will know I love making food look pretty. So, I mean, it's just the way I do things, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to scoop it all up and put it in another thing to make it look decent. When you serving people, you got to make sure your stuff look good. You can't serve nobody in the bowl that you mix it in. Make sure it look good, okay? So I'm setting all my stuff that needs to be clean to the side. Just like that. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to add some parsley. And this is the store brand of parsley. It really doesn't matter which one you use. So just like that. I'm just going to sprinkle that right on top. And I'm all done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to cover this up with some aluminum foil, and our potato salad is done. I'm going to add just a tiny bit of paprika on top. Paprika. So I'm going to add just a little bit of this on top. There we go. And now I'm going to wrap it up with aluminum foil and put it away until it is time to cook. So it has to go in the refrigerator to be cooled, and that is the end of your potato salad. Alright, so we're going to rinse our noodles. So I'm just dumping some water over top of that and just rinsing them off really good. And I'm just going to shake that. And I'm gonna carry them over to the countertop. All right, pause it. Okay, so now that we rinsed our noodles off, we have them right here. So I'm gonna go ahead, Deanna, can you give me a spoon? So I just poured my noodles right into the bowl. I had Deanna know, one of the red spoons. And then I have some milk. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pour that milk in here today. And then I have some eggs. I'm gonna go ahead and pour 2 eggs in here. Let me tell y'all, this is my secret, okay? This is my secret on how I get this macaroni and cheese that everybody always want every year. So I hope my sister is watching this because she calls all the time talking about she want my macaroni and cheese. Okay, so this, I'm gonna add some pepper. Then I'm gonna add some salt. And then the secret, y'all, sour cream. That's how I keep it nice and moist, okay? So I'm gonna add some sour cream to this, and I'm gonna add a nice little lump. So that's like maybe a half a cup, okay? And then I'm just gonna mix that up, just like that. Nice and mixed. Just like that, okay? And then now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start adding my cheese. I did not take that out, so let me get that out real quick.
You're cooking it in here? Oh wait, you can't cook plastic.
No, you can't cook it in plastic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't cook plastic in there.
Right. Okay, so another key is using sharp cheese. So I have 2 different brands, you guys. This right here is the brand from Aldi's, which is Happy Farms. Dion, you just kicked the camera. Which is Happy Farms. But this one right here came from Food Depot, and this one right here is Essentials Everyday. And they're both sharp. So the key to getting the cheesiest mac is to put a whole thing. Yes, a whole pack of cheese inside of your noodles. And then you just gonna mix it. Oh, y'all, I just threw half the cheese out. Okay, I'm glad the countertop has been wiped off. Okay, so you see all of this cheese, y'all, and my sister always asks, Kiki, can you make some of your mac and cheese? I'm gonna tell her next time, no, look at my YouTube channel. All right, so cute girls can cook, y'all, I'm telling y'all, so don't get it twisted. People think, you know, you cute, you can't cook because you're cute. I'm gonna add some more milk. And you wanna have a good amount of milk because you want it to still be loose. You don't want it to be like stuck. So you wanna add that milk. And then the egg keeps it together, locks it in together. And then the sour cream actually thins it out too, okay? So I'm gonna add a little bit more pepper because I can't see my pepper, and that's how I know when it's a good amount, is when you can see it still. Once you mix it up, you should still be able to see pepper, okay? So that's that part. I'm gonna add a half a bag. Bag. Just mix that up a little bit. Just like that. Then I'm going to take a bowl and I'm just going to pour this all inside the bowl. Yes, this is the perfect amount for us. You can tell them why do we use the bowl, Dion.
Okay, so we use the bowl because, like, if it's like a flat pan and we make the same mac and cheese, it's not like the same. But when we use a bowl, you get all the crispiness at the top.
And the creaminess at the what? At the bottom. So it's like an even amount. They love it when I put it in the bowl now. Okay, and you see how it's a perfect amount of juice? That's what you want, okay? So I'm just gonna spread it even. And then I'm just going to take and I'm going to show out with cheese at the top. So you just wanna spread that cheese all around.
We go crazy with cheese with this.
Yes, you have to. And then you press it down, right? You press it down and you should feel some of that milk seeping through. Then you go on top of that layer with another layer. 3 packs of cheese for a quarter pound, so a quarter of 2 pounds of noodles. So usually if I make a whole pound of noodles, I usually use about almost 5 to 6 bags. So it's more so about eyeballing it, making sure that you can see cheese in the inside and on the outside, okay? So now that I have that all together, right? The last thing that I do that my kids are so obsessed with is I take a spoon, and this is a tablespoon right here, and this country style crock right here, this butter, and then what you do is you just scoop a good amount and you just take and put it on the top in certain spots. Just like that. This right here is nothing but glory in a pan. Just like that, okay? And then you just slide it in the oven, and that's it. All right? Slide it in the oven, let it sit until you notice that when you lean it, you should not see no liquid. If you see liquid, it's not done. And then the top is gonna get this nice little crunchy brownness. So keep on watching. All right, so now back to the greens. This is both bundles. This has the turkey necks on top. So I wanna go ahead and show you guys what I use to season it. So I'm gonna add some apple cider vinegar right here to this. Apple cider vinegar is really, really good to add to your greens, but you don't wanna overdo it because you don't wanna have them to taste like nothing but vinegar. So maybe that was probably maybe a quarter of a cup. And then I like to season them right here with this right here, y'all. This is the secret right here. This right here is the complete seasoning. And it's brand new, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna season these greens up. And you can be good with this because this is all natural seasoning right here. Okay? And then I'm just gonna add just a teeny tiny bit of our seasoned salt, which is this one right here. So we also had this inside of our whistling. So just a little bit. And most people, y'all, can tell y'all who's had my food before that they really enjoy my cooking. So if you ever get a chance to eat any of my food, congratulations. And I'm just gonna mix that up. And you guys, I've been letting this meat cook so long, and that's another thing. So let me tell y'all another secret. Look at that. You see how the meat is falling off the bone? This is the secret. You boil your meat overnight. So I put my meat inside the crock pot and I let it cook overnight, and then I use it the next day to do my greens. So I take and pour the water that came off the meat right inside my greens. So over the time of them cooking, I am adding more water to it, but majority of the juice came from that meat. But do you guys see how the meat is just falling off the bone? That's how you know it's been cooking really good. Like, Lady K ain't playing when it come down to these greens. She don't play. Okay, she don't play. All right, so I'm just mixing that up, and actually these greens are they're actually done. It doesn't take long for your kale because you don't want it to be like too limp. You want it to be kind of slightly still stiff, because that's how you know that it's really, really good. So this is a close-up of the greens. Y'all see that? Look at that. Ooh, baby, look at that. Call your grandmother and them and tell them Lady K just got me right for Easter. Look at that. Ooh, look at glory. Look at them greens, y'all. Okay, all right, that's enough. Okay, so we're back and we're gonna go ahead and we're going to season our ribs. So I have a few things that I like to season my ribs with. So I'm gonna start off with this right here, and you can buy this particular one at Aldi's grocery supply and grocery store, and it is the garlic and herb, or even Walmart, because it's stone meal, and it's the garlic and herb. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add some of that, and some big chunks and also small chunks, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to season that real good with that one. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to go into our next one. This one right here is also from Aldi's. This is maced onions. So it's like little hard chunks of onions. I'm trying to get it to focus. So that's this one right here. And I gotta open it first. So a lot of my seasonings I like to keep stock on. So I'll have to show you guys, or I'll insert a picture of my seasoning drawer because I have tons of seasonings, you guys, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to open up the big side. And then I'm just gonna sprinkle this all over, just like that. And then I'm going to set what I did use over there. I'm gonna go back in with this complete seasoning, and you guys see me use the same seasoning inside of my greens. And so I'm going to use this again. Okay, and then I'm going to go in, you guys, these right here you can definitely get from Aldi's, and this right here is it's called Wanted Ribs, and this is the sweet heat and barbecue, and that's this one right here. That's this one right here. And I'm just gonna put that all over our rib. Okay, and then lastly, I'm gonna use, this is another Wanted rib, and this is called Big and Bold Barbecue Rib, and that's this one right here. I'm trying to get it to autofocus, you guys, so you can see it. Come on, you can do it. There it goes. So this one right here. And you guys, I like my ribs to have a good taste. And so I make sure that I season them really good, because then when I do my rubbing process, I won't lose anything. So you seen when the meat was once one color, now it's like a whole nother color, okay you guys, okay? So now we're just gonna rub it down. I'm gonna show you guys with this one piece right here, because it was so long I had to cut it. So I'm just gonna take it and I'm just gonna rub it all over. And this is the back and the front. You don't wanna leave nothing, okay? Rub it all over. Then same thing with that big piece. You guys, my bracelets is just a ching-a-ling-ing. And I'm just gonna season the whole rib. I'm taking that one and I turn it over. Okay. And then, whoo, it got me sneezing, y'all. Okay. So, this is perfect. So I'm gonna wash my hands. Let me go rinse my hands, because I can't do nothing right now. Go ahead and I'm going to pour a little bit of, y'all about to be surprised when I say this, just give me a second. it in water. I just want the water to just be enough at the bottom. But then the secret is to have it nice and moist, add you some vinegar. So I'm gonna add some vinegar into that. Just like that, and I'm not gonna cover it. Why I'm not gonna cover it? Because I need the heat to be in and out all while it's cooking for the beginning stage, and then I'm going to cover it up. Let all of that stay in, and then I'm going to uncover it again to get that nice char on top. And then you guys are gonna see the end result when I come back, and you guys will get a chance to see the whole meal together, all done. Okay, everybody, so my ribs are done, and the pan is, oh, it's warm enough for me to touch. I mean, cool enough for me to touch. And I actually already added the barbecue sauce to it, but this is the ribs, you guys, and it's nice and flaky. Let me see. Listen. It's nice and crunchy, and look, if you push it, it just falls apart, you guys. So that's what you want your rib to turn out like. I actually used the Kraft right here, the sweet honey barbecue sauce to go on top. And so yes, that's what I used. This is our mac and cheese right there. You see how you get that crispy crunchiness all on the top right there like that. And if you stick you see how it's like, it's nice and creamy all on the side, okay? And then you guys, this right here is our greens. Do you see those greens, y'all? Yes, okay. The potato salad I have to get out of the refrigerator, but in addition to that, you guys, I have our rolls right here, so let me go ahead and grab those out so you guys can get a chance to see those, because those are all done. And these are the rolls that you only, it's the heat and joy rolls. And you see, you guys, these are the rolls right here. I just added some butter on the top, put them in the muffin pan so that they can get a little crispy at the bottom. And then what you see that's left in there, that is a apple pie. Let me show you guys exactly what apple pie that is. Let me grab the potato salad out. And you guys, I also forgot to put my eggs inside my potato salad. So it still tastes pretty good. But let me pull this up so you guys can see our dinner. Let me back it up. Oh, and I made some sweet tea, so that's what you're looking at over there. But this is the full dinner right here. You guys, this is our potato salad. So it looks good. It's a little spoon that's gone because I had to taste it with the kids. So this is the potato salad. So I wanted to make sure that you guys got a chance to see that. So yes, that is all done, and I'm about to start making plates. But this is the pie that I decided to get, the Mrs. Smith right here, the flaky crust. And it's an apple pie, it's a Dutch apple pie. That gives you that crispy top. So instead of me making the apple pie from scratch, I just went on and brought one of these quick ones that's already pre-cooked. If you guys would like to see more cooking videos, please let me know. And I'll show you guys more of what we do. So I'll attach at the end of this video, I'll attach some videos of pretty much, I'll go ahead and attach when I'm done some pictures of this full meal. But you guys, it is all done. I'm about to start making plates, and I thank you guys for staying in and watching Cooking with Key in the kitchen with me and Deani, and I love you guys.